Well, hello there, this is Ogma001. We are back for some more Stranded 2. I got bored of the old series, to be perfectly honest, and instead I'm going to attempt to, go for an adventure game instead, because frankly that's a lot more fun, something I feel like doing at the moment. I've only got about 20 minutes to do this because I'm tight for time, but this is Stranded 2 Adventure Mode, so let's get on with it. So, unlike the other game, the other mode, there is a story to this one, and,
I remember it
as if it was yesterday.
I had just bought a new yacht, and I was eager to take it for a ride, so I took it out to sea. In my excitement, I didn't really pay attention to where I was going, and I got into a storm. The storm drove me off course.
You dozy cunt.
All of a sudden, a bolt of lightning struck the boat and caused a fire. The fire spread so quickly I couldn't do anything to stop it, and soon it reached the fuel cans, and it caused an explosion that shattered my boat into 1,000 pieces, and it threw me off board, drifting.
So, that's how things begin. We wake up on a desert island with an insane amount of motion blur, because obviously our guy is on crack. An island! This is what I call good luck. The sea has washed me ashore, practically unharmed. I should take a look around. And then it gives us a load of shit and tells you how to play the game, which I already know. So we're going to start off by beating the crap out of a crate, so we can get some starting supplies, because, it's sort of important for survival, and we found juice. Delicious, glorious, life-giving juice, because we need some. Nom nom nom. Take all the grapes. Oh, grapes are good. So what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Let's open the diary. Yeah, blah 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 blah. I should take a look around. Okay, that's a fair assumption to make. Just gonna go into the options to see if there is anything I can do about this insane amount of motion blur. No, I don't think there is. I think my character's just in a daze. Whoa, that's crazy. My guy's like on crack, and I am actually just going to save now and call it test, and we are going to see if we can get rid of this insane amount of motion blur, or if I'm just going to have to deal with it. Because do you want to quit the current game? Yep. Options, graphics. In fact, let's take a look at the graphics settings. I've got it here because it gets all weird. View range, I think my computer's beastly enough we can crank that up to full. Motion blur, no. Accept. There we go. There's probably other stuff I could activate there. But let's go ahead and load up the game again, and we can load up test. There we go. Ah, that's much nicer. So as you can see, we're on a verdant island with lots of monkeys. Monkeys are nice. They're good friends. So let's see what we can find as we venture further into the island, because that's evidently what 3 needs to get done. So we need to find some stones. We can combine them with sticks to hopefully make some kind of hammer, because that would be most fortuitous. So, as you can see, as we get into the mountains, we can find one lying here. We just press E to pick the fucker up, because we need to use that to make a hammer, so I can run around like Thor and be like, oh my god! So let's punch a tree, because that's evidently how all good survival games work. Then you can combine those to make a hammer, which we do like so. We can make up a hammer. After several failures, I've now managed to connect a stone with a branch in a way that reminds me of a simple hammer. With a lot of fantasy. Translation's not great for the game, but it was made in a short amount of time. Again, anyone watching this, it is indeed free. That is free, and that is way too much for me, but it is free if you want it. I would not pay that much for it. Anyway, I would prefer a proper one, of course. Anyway, the thing should be efficient to construct a wooden tent and or shelter. Good job, good job. So, let's construct ourselves a wooden tent or shelter. So, I believe to equip that, we press that, and then we can right-click and construct ourselves tent. The tent will go somewhere. No, we don't want a tent just yet. I'm not even sure we can fucking build a tent. We need a basic shelter, which we can put here. There we go. So now we need to gather the resources necessary, and the game begins in earnest, and what is the largest feature of the game, which is punching trees, getting wood, and building shit. But luckily it shouldn't take too long to get the resources necessary to construct this, as long as we strafe and destroy the tree, because the tree is evil, and it wants my asshole to be raped, because the tree is a bastard. I'm watching you, monkey. I'm watching you. I see you. Don't think I don't see you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you always. Every bite you take. Anyway, Okay, unlike I can't just hold at the tree, I have to actually click, so you might hear my mouse in the background. I'm doing my best to obscure the noise, because you don't want to hear my mouse go clickety-clack. How many leaves have we got? We've only got 13. Fucking hell. That's a lot of leaves just to construct a basic shelter. Some of this I might start off-screening, but this is adventure mode, so I'd like to show most of the construction, because kinky anal sex. I don't know, I'm just saying random shit that pops into my head. We need to gather a fuck ton more trees, and hopefully we will discover more about the island by constructing a basic shelter. I want branches. Branches are fucking shit. Actually, it's probably better if I punch that, because that should give me leaves. And leaves are vital for construction of shelters, apparently. There we go. In fact, let's punch this as well for more leaves. How many leaves have we got? 6 leaves. We need like 13. Fucking monkey! Running past me! I'm watching you, monkey. I know where the monkey lives. I've got his 1-0. Got his badge number, the dirty bat-rasted cunt. If I swear eventually you'd like me, yes, dollars. Anyway, we need more. I did get a comment asking me to stop swearing, and to that person I would say, go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself, and go fuck yourself. I will not censor myself because people think my language is horrendous, which is a fair criticism, but I would say that, you don't have to be here, and if you find my language offensive, there is the door. Yeah, I'm pointing at a metaphorical door that you cannot see. We have constructed a shelter. I said we have constructed a shelter. Finally, a shelter above my head, at least symbolically. So for now, I will not have to sleep under an open sky anymore, and should be protected at least a tiny bit from bad weather, coldness, and predators. Lots and lots of dirty predators. Although I am still rather skeptical of the if the latter will be very impressed by a simple pile of sticks and leaves. Fair enough, I'm not sure a predator would be impressed by your little hovel that you've created. Anyway, I should definitely be prepared to live here for quite a while. It will surely... some of this text is a bit hard to read. It will surely take some time until I send somebody to search for me. And in any case, that's somebody... and even in case that someone... oh my god, sometimes I can't understand this. But yeah, if someone is on the way, I haven't got a clue how far this island is away from my original course. I can only hope that somebody will find me here, and the time I'm writing this to make the most of blah 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 blah, I fucked up speaking at the end because I suck at speaking. What he's saying is we may need to prepare to live here for quite some time, because evidently he had no friends and was unloved. So we are going to need to build a campfire. Not up there, that would be unfortuitous. We're going to plonk our campfire somewhere near this building so we can cook food and eat and shit in the woods. Does a Pope shit in the woods? I honestly can't answer that question. Only the Pope can. But, yeah, we're going to need to collect significantly more twigs so we can build our camp. Let's see, have we got any food? We got some grapes so we can nom on those. Nom nom nom. Yum, delicious grapes. Delicious anal sex. There we go. We'll eat those. And now I feel slightly less like death. I think it is going to be beneficial if we go back to the shore and search for crates, because I need stuff. Stuff is very useful for surviving the wilderness. But as you can see, there's a bit more structure to this mode as opposed to the other, and eventually we will be swashbuckling with pirates and growing weed for natives and selling shit and, you know, generally being a dealer. But anyway, it is worth, on this mode, going to the shore to check for crates, because there are good stuff in crates. You know, you might find some goodies, you might find a small Filipino child, with which you could... I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I think we're almost done for today, though. It's been a good hustle, guys. I think you've all done very well. Fuck, I accidentally drank salt water. Erg! Salt water. Yes, indeed. There we go. I'll beat the fuck out of that and get some small meat. But let's drink some of that, because salt water, as you may know, makes you more thirsty. Because, I don't know, God finds it hilarious. It's probably a gooder answer as any. Anyway, this has been Upward001. This has been the first episode of Survival Mode, and I'm gonna fuck up a tortoise first. I'm gonna fuck up the tortoise. Yup. Tortoise, I'm watching you. I'm watching you, tortoise. See? He's trying to flank me. He cannot flank me. There we go. And we get a few things which we could hopefully use to construct a tent of some description, which would be very nice indeed. But thanks for watching. I hope you've had a great time. If you've had as much fun as I have, then you should probably lay off the crystal meth. Thanks for watching.